Although I do have to admit, usually when I name characters, they always end in an AE. I have no idea why.
Ow. Oh great, and now they attack us. They timed that perfectly.
Kieran, goddammit. You are a defender, not an attacker. Well, I doubt a lightning bolt from the heavens flying your brain is sort of a good death, but yeah, rest in peace.
Oh, there we go.
Whenever I find anyone that tries corrupting, and I assume these are corrupted, these, Kieran.
No clue.
I'm going to take one of their horns and shove it down his mouth.
Well, they did speak about this place being corrupted and all and stuff like that, and wardens are incoming. He also talked about the wardens. They have a piece of the original spirit in them that they were originally allied with. Perhaps it's the same with the Kirin. They too have a fragment of this spirit inside of them.
One never knows.
I mean, they seem allied with the warden, so that does kind of make sense, doesn't it? Huh, Luxons.
It does.
But they don't seem to be aggressive.
Wait for it. Next thing we know, you're going to find my corpse with a javelin in my back.
And here's Forester Master Vasha. Good timing, Orianhana. No doubt the gods had a hand in your arrival. Listen, Luxon scouts have been sighted in Ferndale.
Oh god, look out behind us. They turned hostile.
Yes, Luxons have been sighted in Ferndale. You don't say!
Stop talking to her and help me.
I am helping. Don't worry, I'm right here in the thick of you. Thick of it with you. Blah. Anyway, you were saying?
Or rather, she was stating the obvious.
Oh, Luxon's scouts have been sighted in Ferndale. My scouts had lost them, but they can't have gone far. We need help searching the rest of Ferndale. If these Luxon scouts are able to reach their borders and report their findings, I'm afraid we'll be facing an imminent attack. Wait. Oh, and we have to talk to this guy over here, apparently. Hey, Quartermaster.
Mikhail.
Oh, should we?
You're proving your worth, Outlander. We're Kha'Zix in your depth. Thank you.
Did you drop it in front of him?
No, I just walked up to him with it and, well, yeah, that was it.
Ah, there, I think there was a little glitch. He didn't register, but he does now. You have proven your worth, Outlander. We Kha'Zix and you're dead. It was a strange glitch, but it's over now. I just dropped it and picked it up again. Alright, we have to find these scouts. They are in that direction. Well, an advantage with this is that as we move around, we're kind of clearing it up, so we just have to walk places. That's nice, right?
Yes, very nice. And the next time we enter the area, the same enemies are going to spawn all over again.
Only when we leave the area. Do remember that.
As I just said, I know. I wish that some of our opponents just stayed dead until we could basically reset the whole thing on our own will. But no.
Well, they don't do this in these kind of games.
You know, this is sort of one of the, shall we say, free moods I have shown in this Let's Play thus far. Either wacky or joking, I like that, or bloodthirsty, or in this case, moody. Spirit of Shelter and Spirit of Wanderlust.
Ouch.
It is an honor to fight by my side. Thank you, Lucas. Truly appreciate it.
He is not very meek or humble, is he?
It is sort of like if I just cut myself loose and decide to be not just an arrogant person, but an arrogant jerk. Now, report the slaying, I suppose.
No, actually, we have to move up and attack the next group.
But I said before, this is one of the free modes I sort of, well, seriously, I'm in when we do an LP. And this whole boredom and grumpiness is sort of, well, not really of my choice.
Fair enough, fair enough. You don't have to explain yourself. Everyone can have an off day.
Indeed. It does not help the fact that I have been sleeping most of the day and basically had one of those. Oh, let us just throw 100 million dreams into his head.
There we go, Monk style. We're apparently slaying 50 enemies in this area now.
What?
We're apparently slaying 50 enemies in this area.
What?
Huh.
What? So how many more groups of those Luxons are there left?
I don't know, but the Blessing of the Cursex gives faction. Did you get the Blessing of the Cursex, by the way?
Nope.
Ah, that means you'll probably...
But it is not that important.
Actually it is, because that means you get extra faction for killing enemies. In fact, that's the only way you get faction for killing enemies. But not to worry, it's okay. We'll just solve quest until you get the necessary amount too. Right.
Now I think what?
Alright, and there's one last Luxon over the hill who hasn't really been paying attention.
Now I think I know why comic book villains really hate when the heroes try and team up and try and beat him and then realize that they are not going to kill me and they are becoming so annoying.
And... yeah, okay.
My god, now I know how Darkseid feels. Ugh.
Don't worry, it's just one more group. I think, maybe.
And then another, and then another.
No, actually, according to the quest, no. According to the quest, there's one group remaining. The one we are hunting now.
Sorry, the borders between moopiness and then anger sort of collapsed.
Ah, just take some deep breaths and count to 10 backwards. That usually helps. You could also have an orgasm. That might also help.
That is the sound of me breathing deep.
Ah, okay, my mistake.
If you're going to make that joke at any point in history, in the future, again, I'm going to stab you in the throat.
Wow. Wow. Grumpy much?
Angry. Although I suppress it this time around.
Alright, we're done.
Oh, are you sure we do not also need to take on that group? Oh, good, we do not. Oh, white tigers. You know, that is sort of unrealistic. A real white tiger would basically be clawing at our face right now, but... yeah.
I think tigers are smart enough to not attack a group consisting of several people, a giant armadillo monster, and a golem.
By the way, have I ever told you what kind of cat I would like as a pet?
Possibly.
Well, I did at one point consider lynx, because I think they look very cool. And of course you cannot have them here in Denmark, and it would be near impossible to train one, but...
Well, you can actually, if I remember correctly, you can get a cat that's a crossbreed between a lynx and a house cat.
Yeah, but then I have to have it, what is it called, house trained, because...
well, they can be trained, I mean, as a house cat can be trained.
Good, because I'm not letting that thing out.
Yeah, well, I know you can't really train a house cat in the same way like dogs, for example, but... these crossbreeds, I can't remember what they call, but I can look it up later. And
It is okay, it is okay. It is better than the first cat I wanted to have around. At one point, I considered if I could ever have a liger as a pet.
huh.
If I were riding or basically walking beside that thing to work every morning,
You would be
gain
arrested.
breakfast. What?
You'll be arrested, it's illegal, but yeah.
I know.
But it would be cool, yeah, I agree.
And also, how do I think I'm going to explain to the police officer? Yeah, it is just a tame liger. It is a fucking crossbreed between a cat and a lion.
Actually, it's a crossbreed
Tiger
between
and
a
a
tiger and a lion, but
Just
point still
make it
standing.
I just corrected myself.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, they are going to need a lot of tasers and a lot of tranquilizers to take something like that down.
Oh, a lot of guns.
I really never understood what is the most dangerous thing about such a thing. If it bites you, if it whacks you across the face with a paw.
Probably bite, I'd say. Good work, Orion Hanna. Of course I knew that you'd be successful. There was the sign last night when the winds grew especially strong, and then again this morning when I stumbled upon that especially large ring of mushrooms. Oh, and then there was that pine cone that fell on my head. Anyhow, thanks to you, the Luxtons will likely think twice before trying to infiltrate Ferndale again.
Yeah, I know I say I pay attention to a lot of details, but I trust the Cursix to actually know more about the forest than I. And I have to say, I do not know if that is a hair or something like that, but I think she has a... Wait a second, is that a... Let me see.
Yeah.
It is a... Oh, okay, it is a hair. I just thought for a moment it was a helmet.
Anyway, there's an outpost over here, I think, and we should probably go in there so we can teleport over here when we need to go here in future episodes. And here we are.
No, we are not.
Oh, you haven't got
I'm stuck in a rift between different areas. Give me a moment. I will be right back.
Okay.
Som sagt, jeg kommer ind i Gearwars lige om lidt.
And we're back here to finish off some quest, and oh, we have to talk to Vasily Lutgardis. So, the melodic Gaki really does exist. And you doubt it for a moment, of course not. Why, I even let word slip that I was working on a new instrument and my waiting list has gone through the roof. And once I can learn how to replicate the shape and tenure of the melodic Gaki horn using less expensive short-nosed Gaki lids. But I digress. Please take this reward. I think this is going to be a profitable partnership. The melodic Gaki flute will secure me my fortune. That is, my fame. And fortune. But I must fulfill my potential. And perhaps more fortune. Fortune to share with my fellow music enthusiasts. If the melodic Gaki is a myth, the Discord Wallow is but the memory of a myth. Yet I have reason to believe one of these very creatures does exist in these lands. The Discord Wallow is said to sing a song so horrible out of tune that I believe it may have protected at least one Wallow from the Jade Wind. If I could get my hands on the sinew of the last Discord Wallow, my potential would be fulfilled, and at last the secret of creating the finest lyrics in the land would be mine! And yours, for a small price. I'll even throw in an advance based on my projected sales, factoring in wages and other costs overhead. Now, go find that Discord Wallow sinew, or I can't save your money! My favorite kind of target. The last kind.
You know what? I need to be honest here. The last of its kind is going to have its guts pulled out because someone is going to make a musical instrument from it. Oh, and it sings so horribly that even an ancient form of curse or disease apparently took another turn.
I think the Jade Wind might possibly be what turned the sea to jade and this place to stone, as far as I understand. I think it was one who said that. Anyway, Council Helzer. We Cursix are devout people, blah 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 blah, envoy of the dredge. What? These monsters intruders want peace after striking our patrols? Perhaps the creators have convinced that you that they acted in self-defense, but I must rely on the words of our trusted field officers, and they themselves claim self-defense. Whatever your friend says, his people have already made an enemy of the Cursix. That is the answer you may deliver. If these creatures only want to survive, they can do it wherever they came from. Huh. Rough.
Yeah, just send them back to a, well, shall we say, fortified wall of shields, spears, spells and swords that are going to cut and tear at them. Douche move.
Well, they claim they attacked first. So, yeah, it's complicated stuff like that. In any case, this has been Eric Cobra.
Before we leave, Cobra,
Yeah?
have you checked up there the Kursic ambassador?
Where?
Behind you.
Oh, there, yeah.
I just want to check out what that actually does. Something with allegiance and all that.
Yeah, but remember, don't... it's something... Please, I'm very busy, cannot be bothered with likes of you. Come back and talk to me whenever you are the head of a guild alliance.
Oh, so it is not related to collecting faction points.
You can spend your Kursic faction points for more tangible rewards. Yeah, okay. Just remember, don't do this, because we actually need these faction points.
I know.
And we are up to... 8,925.
Somehow I got the feeling you would say 8,000 even before you said it. Cold premonition. But yeah, we were going to say goodbye.
Yeah, this has been... by the way, what's yours, actually? Do you know how to find it?
No.
Press menu down the corner and then... No, actually just press H.
Alright. Let me see, the Kursic says 8,050 out of 10,000.
Yeah, that's probably that blessing that made that 900 point difference. But we'll make up for that later. This has been Eric Cobra.
And Ron and Araja.
And this has been Let's Play Guild Wars Factions Blind. See you around.
See you around, folks.